In this video, we're going to go through how to optimize your videos on YouTube. So once you have your video uploaded, whether you did upload it or you did it from a live, you want to make sure that you go back and you take certain steps in order to give that video the best possible chance of doing well. So what you're going to do from your YouTube studio is you're going to go to your content, which is right under your dashboard. And then you're going to select the video that you want to optimize. And you just click on the little pencil that says details. So once you've clicked on that, the next thing you're going to see is you're going to see your title, your description. Then you'll have your thumbnail, your playlist, your audience, whether there is a paid promotion, and your tags. So from the top, the first thing that you're going to deal with is your title. So you really want to make sure that your title reflects what is actually in your video and that it is optimized, which means it has keywords in it. So you want to make sure that you have your keywords. So you may, when you first put your video out, you may just have kind of a bland description, but you kind of really want to go back and make sure that your description really accurately reflects what is in your video. And I suggest that you go back after about 24 to 48 hours, because if you are using TubeBuddy, like I recommend, you're going to have a new sort tag down here at the bottom called search traffic. So if you click on search traffic, you're going to see what people are finding, how they're finding your video. So you want to make sure that you have some of these in your title. Okay, so what I see is that they're finding it through how to make a wreath, how to make a wreath bow. So I want to make sure that I have how to make a wreath in here. So I have how to make a ruffle blueberry wreath. So that's in there. I might want to put a little comment and put how to make a wreath bow. And then I also have my name in here. So that is what I would call keyword packing your title. And this really helps because it is going to help people to find your video. So that's the first thing you want to look at. And then in your description, you want to make sure that you have added 3 hashtags. So your hashtags are going to show up right underneath your video, and I will show you what I mean. What if instead of so right here, these are my 3 hashtags that I'm using. So all you do is you put your hashtags in your description and YouTube's automatically going to put it up there. And so what I like to have in my hashtags is what my channel keywords are. So my channel keywords are hardworking mom, deco mesh wreath, and wreath design. So those are really the 3 that work really well for my channel. So you just want to kind of watch them and see how they're doing. So the next thing you want to make sure you have in your description is you want to make sure you have links to all of your products, your group. You don't have to put social media, because remember, we put social media actually on your channel in your banner. So I don't necessarily put my links to my social media, but I do put any affiliates that I have. And you need to make sure that you have a statement in your description letting people know that if they buy something from your affiliate link, that you do get a little money for it. I actually have affiliate links for tools. If you purchase, I get a few pennies for the purchase, about enough to buy a stick of gum. So, which is really kind of true, but you can just put affiliate links. If you purchase, I will receive a little bit of money. It is a really great idea just to say that it does not cost them more to purchase it just by using your affiliate link. So I have all of my supplies in here. And one of the things that I really like to do is put links in here. So I have my link where they can purchase this kit. Okay, so you can see right here on the side is TubeBuddy's best practices. So one of the things that is really great when you're optimizing your video is to make sure that you are getting as many of these best practices as you can. So this is part of optimizing your video. So you want to watch these as you're going through and you're working on optimizing your video. The next part is going to be your thumbnail. So remember to watch the video on how to create thumbnails. And you know what you can do, just a test. You can test out a few different types of thumbnails on your videos and see really which one does great. So the way that you're going to tell that, if you look in your analytics, okay, you're going to see your click-through rate. So the higher the click-through rate, the better. You want your click-through rate to be at least 3 or higher. It is better if it is. So right now we have 5.6. That's really good. But the higher you get your click-through rate, the better off you're going to be. So what this means is that they've seen the title of your video and they've seen the picture, and so they clicked on it and went to the video. So that's click-through rate. So make sure you're paying attention to that as part of optimizing your videos. The next thing is your playlist. So I do highly suggest that you have playlists that really break out the different sections of what you are sharing as far as content goes on YouTube. So I have mine broken up by season, but you have to do it based on whatever works for you. This is where you will let people know if you are doing a sponsored video, and of course your tags. So there is a whole section on keywords, how to find keywords, but one of the best things is using TubeBuddy. So you can see here, there's all different kinds of ways you can sort your tags that are suggested by TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy suggests tags based on your title, based on your channel, and just kind of what other people are using for keywords. I like to sort mine by keyword score because, of course, I want to make sure that I get the highest keywords for things that are really going to work well for my channel. So I have some things up here already, and these just kind of carry forward from my last video. So I'll take a few out because I know they're not really going to be something that is going to work for the video that I have up here. Okay. So I'll just take a few out. You just click on it to remove. And then I will come through and I will add a few in. Just like this, that are relevant to my channel. So even though there's a good score on it, I also want to make sure that it is valid to the wreath that I've made. Okay. You have 500 keywords. What that means is 500 characters. I would use as many as you can. And remember, you can always come in here to analytics and you can see how those keywords are doing. Okay. So you can see where they're coming from. So browse, suggested videos. Okay. Here's where this is what they're suggesting for videos that are similar to mine. And here is the traffic search. So they're actually looking up hardworking mom. how to make bow out of ribbon, wreath making. So this is how I can tell how my keywords are doing. Okay. Engagement is good. This tells me how much time people are spending on my video. Okay. This tells me information about my audience, and this tells me about the revenue. So the next thing is going to be the editor. So this is really covered in another video. However, one of the things that is great to know about this is you can see where your monetization is by looking in here. Comments is next. Subtitles. So subtitles should really already populate for your channel. There really isn't anything you have to do. Okay, and the last one is going to be monetization. So monetization, it's really going to happen once you've hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, and you're really going to have to request it and get entered into the partner program. Once you have monetization, then you can go ahead and it's going to automatically put before and during the video, but you'll want to make sure you go in and put after video as well, because oftentimes it's not going to put that in. You can manage your mid-roll ads from here. So it's only putting one mid-roll ad in for me, and that's great because I don't want there to be a lot of mid-roll ads. So that's really going to be the main things that you're going to work on with optimization. In the next video, we're going to go through end screens and cards, and we'll also go through adding chapters.